think I know why, like, winter-specific compression leggings are kind of like a no-brainer for winter running, because I'm wearing jogging pants right now, and my legs and my joints are all still pretty cold. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna be wearing leggings from now on. It's beautiful weather again, as you can tell. Okay, let's do this. So this quinoa turkey enchilada that I made in the slow cooker turned out absolutely bomb. Oh my god. It tastes amazing, and I put just enough shredded cheese on there just to give it that little bit of stringiness, that little bit of taste. It only adds like 3 fats and 2 proteins to it, so yes, it's got black beans and corn. I did not add I didn't add the salsa, and I didn't add, did I add garlic? I can't remember. I don't know, but I'll link the recipe down below and you guys can try it out for yourself, because it is so good. And it made, what is it? I made each serving, here, I'll show you what the macros are for this. So those are the macros for the size of a serving. I believe it was, gosh, I'm trying to remember, 120 grams. I don't think it was 220, because I don't think that, I don't know. It was either 220 or 120, but it makes 12 servings out of my slow cooker. That's what I measured it all out and weighed it out to be. So that is 12 servings that it makes in that recipe with those macros, and it's just like amazing. So highly recommend it. Like I said, I'll put the link below and you guys can make it for yourselves.
Nice. Good job.
Thanks.
Alright.
Yeah, got it. Hey you guys, it's Monday evening, and it's probably after 9 o'clock right now. I finished gym at 7 o'clock, and I'm like super behind on my eating. I didn't get my post-workout shake until now, so it's like 2 hours after the fact. And yeah, I'm forcing this chicken down, but huge accomplishment at the gym today. I can't even believe it. I'm gonna put a clip in for that. I finally benched 135, like a plate on each side, and I feel like that is, the way I tell myself it is like I am legit now in benching, because a plate on either side for a woman is, I think it's a pretty big deal, and it's just really cool. I've been working all summer towards this, and I got really close. I did one attempt and didn't do very good at it. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I took a kind of a slack off month break probably towards the end of summer, and I realized I lost a lot of my benching power. So then I've been spending the last while building that back up. I finally got my bench. That was like my goal for the longest time, was to hit 135. And I finally did it. So I did one rep as my max. So I did one rep, and my spotter said that it was all me, which I was so stoked about. And then I thought about it, and I was like, I feel like I could have done one more rep. So that was my second rep. So I did my warm-up, and then I went into the 135 for my second rep. Or set, sorry, my second set. And my third set, I decided to go for it again. And I got 2 reps in with the second one. With a little help for the second rep in that third set. But, oh, I'm so excited about that. And I have the clip for that. My brother took the video of it. And it's funny because I've been psyching myself up for this all day long. Like, I was just like, I feel it. I just know it. I'm gonna get that bench in today, and I psyched myself up for it all day. And I even told myself, if I don't have someone with me, I'm gonna ask someone to come and spot for me, which I did get someone else because my brother is so new in gym and spotting that I just felt like if anything went wrong, I didn't know for sure if he'd be able to handle that, so I just asked someone else. But I hyped myself up for it, and it happened. Like, oh, so happy. So anyways, I'm gonna finish this food, and I have like a lot of food to eat, and yes, then I'm going to bed. Something else. Oh yeah. So sadly, I didn't get the rest of the workout recorded. I was gonna have my brother record each like different thing that we did, but then I got so excited about that bench that I forgot to film the rest of the workout, and then we were also in a hurry because he had somewhere to be, which I think he ended up being late to anyways, but yeah. Good night, guys. What a day. I honestly don't even know where to start. I ate barely anything today. It's just a complete opposite of yesterday. Work was crazy. Work sucked. And yes, I ate pretty much nothing all day, which is really bad. I had, what did I have? I had half of one of those energy raspberry snack bars that I showed you guys. I had half of one. The other half is still sitting in the job box at work. And at 11, okay, this is, so mind you, breakfast is always at 5 to 6 a.m. So all I had was half a snack bar. At 11, I went to Tim Hortons and got a coffee and a steak and cheese panini. So I have that logged. The steak and cheese panini actually has pretty decent macros compared to a lot of fast food. And so I had that. I didn't even get to drink half of my coffee. Lunchtime came around. I had to drive home and pick up new keys for my apartment because they're changing the locks. And I had a protein shake for lunch. And that's all I had. And it is now, I don't know, 7 o'clock. And I'm finally eating real food. So I've got ground beef and I've got mixed vegetables. I'm gonna put my Pepper Palace, no salt, all-purpose seasoning on the veggies because they're very boring right now. I have my carbs. I probably didn't count them as strictly as I should, but that's 1 serving of corn chips, and I'm like nowhere near on any of my macro goals for the day. And I decided, because I had a rough day, I said screw it, I'm having wine, because like I've had nothing to eat. I am also extremely high on carbs that I have left, so, you know, today's a good day as any. So, yeah, that is my day today. If you have me on Instagram, it is, similar to my YouTube name. It's PYUKILEE, so PYukiLee is what my Instagram is. I'll have a link down below for my Instagram. My Twitter is the same. Yeah, so we got a boom lift sent to our site today because we're in like a crazy rush to get some stuff done on time, and the only way we can reach it is through a boom lift. So they sent us a boom lift, and I drive it out to the front of the building, and I'm like noticing it drives weird, and one of the tires is like extremely low on air, and what looks to be like a gash on the side of the tire. So we abandoned that, and probably closer to noon someone comes out to fix that tire, and then we're like, okay, it's all good. So we finally get on it, we start working. Next thing you know, it's lunch break, which, like I said, I didn't really get to eat because I had to go out and pick something up. But we come back from lunch break, and the tire has like a grapefruit or like a baby watermelon sized bulge out the side of the tire. Like, I've never seen that before. So, not driving that, because if that goes, then I go. Yeah. So, yeah. That was my day, and things just they're just not working out today. A lot of headaches. But tomorrow's gonna be better, right? I also forgot to mention, I did not sleep last night. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that I doubled my bliss dose. Yesterday was my first day taking 2 pills a dose. I don't know, but I woke up, or I had trouble falling asleep. And then I woke up at 2 in the morning and could not fall asleep until, I don't know, almost 4 o'clock maybe. I was so hungry, I had to get up and get a snack bar, and it's not like my snack bar, it's my fiance's, so it's chock full of sugar, but that was the only thing I could find to eat that would fix that hunger. So got up at like, I don't know, 3:30 to go and eat that because I couldn't sleep because I was so hungry. And then watched Shayna's newest video. I watched maybe half of that, and then tried to go back to sleep. So I think I had maybe 4 hours of sleep last night. Yeah, so that's it. I'm done. I'm eating. I'm drinking my wine. Good night. So I just need to let you guys know this. I'm currently sitting in my bed with my glass of wine, watching YouTube, and I completely caved, and I grabbed both of these with the intention of gobbling them down. I grabbed candy, which they're White Rabbit candies. If you've never heard of them, think of a caramel, but milk instead of caramel. So it's like a chewy milk candy. So I grabbed those, and I had like the full intention of just snarfing these down and then going to the kitchen and grabbing something else that I could find to eat. But now that I'm sitting here, I had one of these, and I'm telling myself it's not worth it. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to eat a pile of crap. I had one rice cake to try and satisfy my, like, snacking craving right now. and it's all emotional eating right now. Like, I had a rough day, and all I want to do is sit and watch YouTube and consume yummy, sugary, salty things. And I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to eat these. I don't want to wreck all the work I've, tried so hard for in the last 2 weeks. I don't want to slide on week 3. So, no. I'm going to go put these back in the kitchen, and I don't want to touch them. Like, no. I'm not going to do this. Hi guys, it is it Wednesday already? It is Wednesday. So it is Wednesday after work today, and I just got home from work. I'm gonna tell you, it was way better of a day than yesterday. I did my problem solving for some of the issues we had there. I had kind of had some time to think about it. I shouldn't have thought about work when I came home, but I did, and I kind of figured it out a bit. I had a phone call from my supervisor this morning, and we kind of had to talk about it, which, made me feel a little bit better that I knew what I was doing, and, yeah, things worked out better today. We'll need to get a push on our deadlines, getting a lot of pressure to finish up some stuff. Anyways, I'm eating more of my, I don't know what I'm going to call it. It's got a really long name. My ground turkey enchilada quinoa. I'm just going to call it my, I don't know, my enchilada quinoa. I'm just going to call it my enchilada quinoa. Anyways, guys, it's so good. I have a lot of, I'm going to see if I can rest this on something here, and I don't have to hold it. Whoa. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out right now. Okay, so I have my delicious enchilada quinoa, and it has like a fair amount of cheese in it because I have a lot of fats left over for today. And it's really good. I brought some over to my brother and my dad because I had, a whole slow cooker of this. And my dad always brings like food over for me. He'll just call me up randomly and be like, hey, do you want like Yorkshire pudding and a roast beef? And I'll be like, yeah. So he'll just drive over to my house and drop it off for me, which is awesome. So I decided to bring him some food. And my brother and my dad both really thought this was, like, really good. Which says a lot, because they're not, like, healthy people at all. Like, they, a lot of people, you'll tell something, oh, it's healthy, and they'll just be like, oh, it sounds gross. But I'm very impressed with this. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna... Woohoo! Hi guys, so just showing you real quick here. If you follow my Instagram, which is pyukilee, kind of like my YouTube name, minus the _fit, I was talking about a new journal that I got. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's called... Oh, excuse me. It's like some German name called Lechturn. Something. I'm sure I'm atrociously pronouncing it, but I'll leave a link to what this book actually is. I got it from Indigo, and it was about $25 after tax. But it is just a really nice quality book. It's hardcover. It's got this like just nice texture to it, and it's a pretty thick, like good sized book. It's got a paper pocket in the back so you can put things in there. This is also going to be for my work, so that's perfect to put like business cards and stuff when you need guys' numbers. And I kind of splurged a little. I got these Tri Plus roller ball pens, and they're like super nice. They're sort of a triangle shape to them, and they're just like, they're super nice. They're like really long. And then I got these Uniball roller pens. It's funny, they're both roller balls. I don't even know what that means. But I needed super fine pens. This is a 0.5, and these are actually a 0.4. Just so I can write smaller and it would be tidier. So that's what I went and got today, and just a cheap little ruler. So I don't know how many of you guys know what bullet journal style is. With these journals here, if you can see, it has all of these little dots, and this just helps you along with a ruler to create all kinds of charts, all kinds of okay, so let's redo this because I didn't want to show you guys my phone number. But at the front of the book I have a sticky note here, and these are kind of the basic keys that everyone uses in bullet journaling, where you've got it's either circle or square usually, but you have a to-do, bullet, you have your in progress, your complete, you can cancel it out, you can delay it to a further month or page or whichever, you have appointments, events, notes. Just covering up my phone number here. And it starts off at the front with a few pages for your index, like you got full pages, so you can you get tons of room. I just left this blank because this one is not a bullet page. And then I started it off with making a calendar, and you can see why I said that the dots help you. So you just place your rulers on it and you can create all kinds of charts and layouts. And so for this one, I did my monthly calendar. I've never found much use for weekly. Like, I really don't like having a monthly and then a weekly and then a daily. Like, I just don't see any point. I like a monthly, everything's laid out in front of me. I mark my important things. I have a place for a weekly notes if I really wanted. There's my atrocious handwriting. And so that's what I got so far on this page. Second one I found was, if you Pinterest this, you can find all kinds of cool layouts. And this was a tracker layout. So this one's really cool because this is kind of what really is useful for me. Is the month's almost over, so I only have from the 18th to the 30th down here. But you can keep track of all of this different stuff. And mind you, this is house chores, and it's also a lot of my fitness things, which this is why I love a bullet journal, because I can make it 100% what I need. So there's no like garbage in between. And so I can keep track of the days that I stayed on my macros. I can track which days I did chest, back, shoulders, which days I ran, which days I actually got my water in, so drank more than, let's say, 2 liters, the days I got all my vitamins, the days I had cheat meals, the days I'm doing my vlog post, right, chores and stuff like that, and I have room to add even more if I want. So how this works is you have your days, and you have your topics, and then below the day, today's the 18th, you go down, and because of these dots, you already have a semi-invisible chart, and boom, today was cheat meal day, so you just color in a square. And you can do this in like all different colors, and it looks kind of cool later on, but there it is. Right, so super minimal work. You have these dots, they already lay out the lines for you, they help you write straighter, but they're not as obtrusive as an actual lined notebook. And a lined notebook would not able you to be able to do some of the stuff. So this one I'm super excited on because that's the kind of stuff that I want to be tracking, especially if I'm, you know, like right now I'm going on a major cut and I want to keep track of the things that I'm doing. So, you know, I can say, oh, look at this, I've been getting extra shoulder days in last month, and that's why my delts have gotten bigger, right? Like, you can kind of look back and be like, I didn't have my water all last week, and that is why, you know, I got sick or whatever, that kind of thing. And then moving on, someone showed me a layout from some other, like an actual different fitness planner, and I said, hey, I never knew how to set up and write out in a notebook for your workouts. So someone showed me this workout planner, and it showed a sample page basically exactly like this, and I said, hey, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put that in my bullet journal. I'm not even going to bother buying that workout journal because I can just create it right here. So I was really in love with what I found of this, like the minute I saw it. So you have your date, you have your start time, your finish time, and then it's laid out so simple. I was so confused before on how to do this, and the way I wrote it down, let's just say it only lasted like 2 weeks, and I gave up because I had no idea how to write it. But here, it's so easy. You write your exercise, and you've got your rep and your weight for each set. Instead of trying to write 1 times 12 at 20 pounds, and then 1 times 2 at, right? That's what I was writing before. So it's just this pile of numbers and X's, and I had no idea what I'm looking at. So this, I'm also excited about. It's so straightforward. And I think I have enough room on this page to continue this down for a second workout. So I could get 2 workouts in on one page, which is right now, which is my 1 week, because I'm doing 2 weightlifting sessions, and then I'm doing my running 3 times a week. So that could actually work out really well. I know some people have all these charts and everything and tiny little spots for their day-to-day, but that doesn't work for me. What I'm going to do is I have my monthly, I have my tracker chart. I'm going to put these in as I need them, and I'm just kind of going to go by, like, week by week. Like, for work, I'll just friggin' write work at the top, and I'm going to be scrawling whatever notes I need. It's probably not going to be pretty, but that's what I'm going to be doing for my notes. Yeah, I'm really, really loving this notebook. The pages are really good. Like, if you can, I'm trying to show you here. If you can see what the bleed through is, or sorry, there's no bleed through, but like the shadowing, I know a lot of people complain about this, but I think it's pretty decent. You can kind of see the lines. You can kind of see the calendar on that, but it's relatively thick paper. This book lies completely flat. I'll show you right here. It doesn't matter where you turn to. It could be towards the front of the book. It just lies flat. Towards the back of the book, it just lies flat. It's got really nice stitched binding. And I forgot to mention, it also comes with 2 ribbons. So if you have time, like, I know it is a little bit time consuming, although I'm going to admit I found it kind of fun and relaxing to draw this out. So it does take a little bit more time, but to have a completely personalized journal with like cool charts and colors and stuff, which is, I have no creativity, I have no drawing skills, but this makes me excited. This is going to work for me. I'm going to use it for, like I said, I wanted something I could include my house chores in. And I want it to, I have a book that I keep at work. It's nothing fancy, nothing nice. I just scroll in it. But I want it to incorporate everything into one book. So I could take this home at the end of the day and, excuse me. I can take this book home at the end of the day and review things that I need to either send emails off about or whatever, right? Like, I can look back on the weekend and read this and figure out my plan for Monday. So that's that. That's my book. I am really excited about this. Shayna, I think you should check out a bullet journal. I don't know if you have time to be putting layouts and stuff like that in a book, but I remember even, like, I agree with you with, what was that? Rebels Agenda? I got one of those, and I'm sad to say I never really touched it much. I used it for, like, a tiny bit, and then I realized that there were a lot of issues with it that just don't fit what I need a journal for. Like, the weekly and the monthly charts were too much for me, and then all the little different things that you'd have to rename, right? Like, I can get meal prep recipes. I could write down meal prep recipes in here and then throw it in the index, and anytime I want to find a specific recipe, I go through the index and I can find it, and I can write down all those macros for it and then be able to remember it. Like with that quinoa recipe I made recently, I could write that down in here and be able to remember the portion size, the portion weight, and the macros for that exact portion, right? Like, that would be super handy because that takes the math out of all of that the next time I go around and cook it. So there you go, guys. If you don't already follow me on my Instagram, definitely go check that out. I'm on it quite often. And I'll put a link down to my social medias below the video. But yeah, I'm going to try and get this video up for you guys. It is Friday. I wanted to try and get one out every Thursday. So, yes, have a good weekend, you guys.